So you've got a mortgage in the UK. Does that mean you've made it? Does that mean you can now stay and you will never be asked to leave the country? Why don't you just stay with me in this video and let's watch to the end. The answer might just surprise you, you know. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mina Wodi, and today's video I want us to talk about owning a house or having a mortgage in the UK and the misconception that we have as guys. I want to find out who makes this rule, this 2-year rule, that once you come into the UK, you get into the UK, within 2 years you should have a property, you should have a mortgage, you should buy a house. Who made that rule? Did we make it ourselves as immigrants? Are we putting ourselves under pressure? Are we in competition? Are we trying to prove a point to people here and back home that yes, I just came into the country and within 2 years I got my first property, or within 2 years I've been able to secure a mortgage? Who made that rule? 2-year rule? I really want to know. Please let me know in the comment section why that rule exists, and if we have brought that upon ourselves as immigrants living in the diaspora. By the way, my name is Mina Wodi. Let me officially welcome you all to this video. And there's this common belief amongst us as immigrants that once you buy a property, once you have a mortgage, as soon as you come, maybe within the first 2 years, that your stay in this country is guaranteed, your stay is secured, you are definitely going to have you definitely have what it takes to remain in this country. Hello? Please, where is it stated in the immigration law that having a property is a security and assurance for you to stay indefinitely in this land? I haven't come across it. I'm no immigration expert, but nowhere have I seen it that is one of the boxes you need to tick, that you have a property, or one of the provisions you've got to make, that you have a property so you can secure a stay in this land. But I find it so common amongst the immigrant community, and once we come, everybody wants to get a mortgage. Please, I am not in any way discouraging you from getting a mortgage. You can, if you meet the criteria, you can. But what you should know is that because you have a mortgage, because you have a property, it's not an insurance or assurance that you would remain in the land, or that you cannot be asked to leave the land. I've heard stories of people, someone close by did mention to me of a family, and they got a mortgage and everything, and they were asked to leave the land, and they had to sell up that property. And I was also scrolling down TikTok, I think yesterday, and I came across a video where the lady was like saying someone, the company that she was working for has withdrawn their sponsorship from her, and they've already bought a property, they already own a mortgage, and the current law states that you must be in employment with the care provider for 3 months before you can be given your COS. I think that's what she said. I am not an expert in these areas, but this person certainly does not have a sponsorship, and she does not have up to 3 months were she to pick up employment with any other care company. She won't have up to 3 months, the mandatory 3 months, for her to get the sponsorship. And she and her family, they've already bought a property, they already have a mortgage. So you see, having a mortgage, having a property is not a guarantee that you will have that you will not be asked to leave. So owning a mortgage does not protect you from your visa expiring, does not protect you from deportation. But it's rare though, but it's a possibility, it's something that can happen. And it doesn't protect you from your status change. Say for instance you lose your job. It doesn't protect you. In fact, it makes things worse for you, because if you lose your job and you don't have a means of paying the mortgage, it can be taken back. The property can be taken back from you. It can be taken back from you. Guys, here's the truth. Owning a mortgage or having a mortgage, it's a financial contract, and it is not an immigration document. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not be carried away. Let's not put ourselves under unnecessary pressure. Just know that no matter the kind of visa route that you took to be in this country, skilled visa, COS visa, student visa, whatever visa you're tied down to in this country, your residence, your stay in this country is linked directly to the kind of visa route that you are on, and not to your mortgage ownership. Far from it. Very far from it. Your visa status is what determines the length of stay you have in this country. And the visa status also, in my own belief, also determines the next action for you to take, the next visa route that you should take if you have to, just to remain here in this country. Let me use a student visa for example. You are here on a student visa. That student visa will determine your next visa route, which is usually the post-study visa that students go for, a 2-year post-study visa, which the government has promised to bring it down now to 18 months. So I don't know if you get what I mean. So your stay in this country is tied down to your visa and not to your financial prowess, not to your mortgage ownership, not to house ownership. Let's not get confused about this. So for you to have a long-term stay in this country, you should look into indefinite leave to remain, your British citizenship, and long-term legal status updates. Your stay in this land is not tied down to brick and mortar, my dear fellow immigrants. Let us not pressurize ourselves. If you ask me, I would advise, if you're coming into the country now, with the volatile nature of the immigration system right now, focus on the visa routes you came through, and plan for the next route that will lead you to residency. So in all of this, now we know that having a mortgage does not guarantee us a residence in this country. What's the way forward? What should you do? I would encourage people and advise people to, focus, pay full attention to the current visa routes that you are on, and look for how you can, graduate from that current visa you have to having your indefinite leave to remain. And after having your indefinite leave to remain, you now go for your British citizenship, and just look for legal updates concerning your stay, so you're not caught unawares. And yes, you can buy that house, you can have that mortgage, but don't forget legal protection as well. As you get the mortgage, do not forget that the mortgage is there to protect you from the cold, the weather, but it's not protecting you from your stay in the country of residence. So you need to do the needful and take the right step so as to get that one. Your mortgage is a very big step, but your immigration status is the foundation for you, the foundation on which you lay and build upon everything. Now, you're going to ask me, what did I do? Okay, fine. I know that when we came in through the student visa route, and we went for a post-study, but we now had to change to the EU route because we had a child with the EU citizenship, and we worked in ignorance. We worked in ignorance because if we had we known, we would not have gone for the post-study visa. We would have gone for the straight to the EU route. And considering that the child was a minor, we needed to prove that the child is self-sufficient in the land. Self-sufficient in the land. I think I would have to do a separate video for that one and talk about that one and that journey in a separate video. So in a nutshell, stay informed, be informed, do not put yourself under pressure because ABC is having a mortgage within 2 years of them being here. Do not force yourself and think that that's what you should do. I would rather be saving money towards all my immigration fees and everything, and once your immigration status is clear, you can now buy that property you want, have that mortgage that you want. The mortgage is not running away. For all you know, you probably would have a better choice, better options than buying within the first 2 years of your stay in this land. I want to apologize if you hear the noise from my dishwasher. I sincerely do apologize for that. And so guys, we've come to the end of this video. So please let me know in the comment section, if you're an immigrant, did you buy a house within the first 2 years of your stay in this country? And what would you advise people to do? And also, did you buy the house because you succumbed to pressure, because that's what people were doing around you, and so you felt that there was a need for you to do that because that's the only way to measure your success in this land, to people around you and to your family back home? And trust me, take this advice from me, for somebody who has lived here for over more than a dozen years, more than 12, 13 years I've lived in this country. You could trust me. I'm not going to mislead you. I am not a JJC, and I am not a Japa syndrome person that would want to lead you astray. And so whatever I'm telling you from a good place in my heart. And I just see us as immigrants that we just struggle and compete unnecessarily. Let's do the needful first. There's a video I did on count the cost. I'd like you to go back to that video of mine and watch that video, count the cost. Before you embark on any journey, you should really count the cost. I'd like to leave you now, but don't forget, I love you with the love of Christ. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video, share this video, engage with me in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video.